Hello and welcome everyone to round 3 of the GT3 World Series, brought to you from Laguna Seca. Now this race review will be a little shorter than the others because, well, the cameramen are utterly useless at their job and the cameras malfunctioned about halfway through and only got back online towards the end. But that's a different story. On pole position we have the Lamborghini of Michelin Racing, who completely misses the start, which means the number 8 StarTech BMW, which started in second place, takes first place as they go through the first corner, followed by the 87 and one of the Eureka Vipers. So that's 2 Vipers in the top 3. I'm guessing all of the Americans in this championship would rather want the race to end right now. As you can see, it is a little bit of rain, but nothing that can stop these GT3 cars. What can stop the GT3 cars, however, is the mother of all piles of scrap metal, as demonstrated here by the 95 and the 79 car, and the 31 as well, as they get all tangled up. And then comes the 77 and joins in the McLaren. The number 3 is pointing backwards in the background, and from the view of the restyled number 4 StarTech Alpina BMW, ahead of us is the number 77, the Green Beast car, and yep, that is the explanation for why the McLaren was pointing backwards. And now the 79 is going to cut ahead, and that may just be the biggest collection of eBay parts since the Porsche Cup test race at Watkins Glen. Everyone go back and watch that. A few corners later, the 77 gets its revenge for the 79 just moving ahead by punting them and going past, and now the 79 is pointing backwards. So yeah, that's the thing. And another bit of revenge, the 87 in the battle for the lead, a few laps in with the number 8, a bit of a touring car-esque move. I think I'm right in saying that. Not particularly clean, but very much aggressive. As they enter the third lap of the race, so that's already the second lead change. And the Viper as well, I'm pretty sure that would be the 91, indeed it is, as well. Goes past the BMW. They started out so well, but they are now falling back. And speaking of the Eureka Viper and the 87, coming towards the corkscrew on lap 3 again, has some little look up the inside, but the 76 is just wide enough to keep the Eureka at bay. And look at the number 8 in the back there. He has learned what the Viper did, and so a few laps later he's going to try the same maneuver, except he's actually going to make it stick. The BMW maybe just a little bit better under brakes, and just the Viper has absolutely no answer. And then comes a few laps later again, lap 6 now, one of the Pearl Speed Aston Martins making its way into 4th, and then another slight bump to the Viper, and now it's an Aston Martin in 3rd. I'm pretty sure they're happy with that, but look, in the background you saw their teammate running about 7th position, as we have a little slow motion gallery of the top 3 down the famous corkscrew on lap 7. Always nice, these slow motion captures. Back to the action on lap 8, and fittingly on lap 8 the number 11 figures, you know what, you've had enough time on the on second place as well, so it shall now be the number 11 Aston Martin in 2nd, and the number 8 all the way back down into 3rd place. The Vipers, however, didn't really like that, as we're coming back up to the corkscrew yet again. The Viper's going to attempt another move, maybe. No, he's not quite done it. He has given the Aston Martin a bit of a push. Pushed him a little bit wide there. The Aston Martin managed to hold it, though. Great job saving that. And lap 14, we're getting quite a bit of way into this race now. The number 11 has managed to turn that into an advantage somehow. don't ask me how, and is now trying to move up the 87. That corner is not really good for overtaking, but it is good for putting you up the inside into the corkscrew, and when you're on the inside in the first half of the corkscrew, there's not really much you can do when you're on the outside. They have really taken the lesson from the other guys battling, and suddenly we have a Pro-Speed Aston Martin in the lead of the race. They can be pretty happy about that. The Aston Martin definitely has potential, but then of course comes sort of about lap 24, exactly lap 24, and the Aston Martin goes to the pits quite a bit earlier than many people had expected. Maybe they know something we don't. That remains yet to be seen. Interesting tactic, pitting early. We have seen it work in the past, but not quite this early. And indeed, the cameras malfunctioned, and the Aston Martin lost lots and lots of time because it had to pit again. So with a more conventional strategy of pitting sort of just about after the halfway point, it will be the 87 Viper that takes victory at Laguna Seca. Very fittingly, an American car should take victory in the United States, and that leaves the championship like this. Still the ARC McLaren in the lead, but followed sharply by Jackson Racing's BMW.